There are massive issues with a country that has no checks and balances. A dictator for life who removes term limits and only surrounds himself with yes men who cannot critique or adjust his maniacal policies shuts the populace off from the rest of the world by creating a social credit system that rates what citizens do and then blocks them from accessing the internet outside of Chinese websites, all while mandating that his thoughts become doctrine for the entire country. But unfortunately, China is ruled by a one-party state, and that one-party state claims to own and represent the entire country. The Chinese government's mishandling, lies, cover-ups, they lied in the beginning when they said that coronavirus was not human-to-human transmissible and convinced the world's governments that this was the case. And they continue to lie now, pointing their finger at every country that they don't like as being the origin of the coronavirus. And people don't forget that. In fact, Pew Research shows that most countries around the world have never liked China less than they do now. First of all, this maniacal display of authoritarianism is not palatable to most people around the world. But not only that, the Chinese government has proven far too untrustworthy to gain any real friendships. You see, they broke their promise with Hong Kong's one country, two systems. They break academic and business partnerships to steal intellectual property on the largest scale in history. It bullies and debt traps smaller and more vulnerable countries with the Belt and Road Initiative, threatening Taiwan, who is well loved and respected on a global scale, for not only being a bastion of democracy in the region, but also for being the world's largest chip supplier. Operating concentration camps in Western China for Uyghur Muslim minorities. You see, China is a Han Chinese ethno-state, and it treats its minority populations, like the Uyghur Muslims, with animosity and brutality. It's a domestic window into what life under Chinese leadership would look like internationally.